All right, guys, Coach Reese here. Let's talk about Wednesday's workout. We're actually going to be doing Diane. It's a benchmark workout. We got 21, 15, 9, and it's going to be consisting of deadlifts and handstand push-ups. We got scale. We can do lighter weight. We can do box handstand push-ups. We can do seated dumbbell presses. So if we need to get to a point where maybe we're just not quite there with the handstand push-ups, or we're just uncomfortable being upside down, so we can always implement the workout with that. Now, warm-up wise, a little extensive. We got a little bit of extended warm-up for you guys. Your first warm-up is going to be 6-minute AMRAP. Okay, so that AMRAP is going to be 5 inchworm for the push-up. We got 3 to 5 wall walks, and we got 8 single leg glute bridges and 8 single leg RDLs with the empty barbell. Okay. Now, once we get done with that, we're going to go through the extended warm-ups a little bit more towards the handstand push-up itself. So this is to kind of get those muscles in the shoulders nice and primed and ready. So we're going to do every 2 minutes by 5 sets. We're trying to get this quality of work done, right? So we're going to start off with 30 seconds of a handstand hold. Then we got 3 to 5 negative handstand push-ups or pike push-ups. And then we're going to do 5 touch and go deadlifts, okay? Now we're going to be building every set to a little bit more of a higher or heavier deadlift, okay? I want that deadlift to kind of be past your workout weight. And they want to be touch and go weight, right? Meaning I don't want to be able to stop and reset by any means, okay? So let's go ahead, let's dive into this warm up, and then we'll kind of go into the Metcon Diane, and then we'll let it go off. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start off with this little 6-minute AMRAP warm-up. So we will be starting off with inchworms with a push-up. So we're going to go ahead, slight bend in the knees. I'm going to go ahead and start walking my hands out into the inchworm. All right, over here at the top of the plank position. Then I'm going to do a push-up. All right, chest hits the ground, press all the way back up, and then I'm going to walk my hands back to my feet. Okay. And then we got the wall walks, right? So we'll find a spot here on the wall. I'll press my feet against the wall. I start at the bottom. I go ahead and start off with the push-up, and I'm gonna lead with my feet. And then walk my hands closer to the wall, okay? And then I walk back out, okay? Back down to here, okay? Then we have 8 single leg glute bridges. We're going to lie down on our back. We're going to go ahead and extend one leg out, driving through with the heel. We'll press all the way up, get those hips up nice and high, squeeze the butt at the top, control on the way back down. So we got 8 on each side. And then we're going to grab our barbell and do good mornings. All right, so we're having a back position, guys. Slight bend in the knees and the hips back until we get a nice good pull on those hamstrings. Drive the hips right forward, squeeze the butt at the top, all right? So we'll continuously go through that for 6 minutes. You should probably at least get about 2 rounds in, maybe a little bit more. Then we get to the extended warm-up, okay? So it's every 2 minutes for 5 sets, trying to get set work done, right? So we're starting off with 30-second handstand holds. So we go from here to here. And we hold this position looking at the timer for 30 seconds. So active shoulders, I'm actively pressing up, got my head through, I'm gonna squeeze my butt, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of squeeze my core at the same time, and then come back down. If you're not quite comfortable doing it that way, we can always wall walk up to that point, and then still have that upside down position, okay? Then we got 3 negative push-ups. All right, so we'll get in that handstand position, and then we will slowly come down, head will touch, and we go back up. Or if we're doing it from the pike position, okay? All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna try to get as close to being similar to a handstand push-up in vertical. So I'm up here on my tippy toes, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go straight down, and then back up, all right? And we're gonna go to like a 1, 2, 3, and then press it back up. Okay, so kind of to simulate a handstand push-up, we're just not using the full weight. We're not completely upside down. Okay. Then we got 5 touch and go deadlifts. Okay. So remember, we go ahead, slight bend, send the hips back, slightly bend the knee, right? And then we go back in reverse, right? So I'm gonna go touch and go, right? So pull from the ground, pressing through with the legs, extend through with the hips. Okay. 5 of those. And then whatever time you have remaining, you rest until we get to the next 2 minutes. Okay. So that is it for that. Now the workout itself is die-in. It's 21, 15, 9. So you'll start out with 21 reps of deadlifts, and you'll do 21 handstand push-ups, and then back and forth, 15, 15, 9, and 9, and then we do it until we get our time. So for the handstand push-ups, right? So we can either do them strict or we can do them kick, right? So we get back at the top. Oh. Okay. We can come back down, set the hips back, go ahead and bring the knees in. I'm going to violently extend through with the legs, and then come right out into lockout position with the arms. Okay. If you're trying to get to a point where you're trying to alleviate a lot of that stress on the shoulders, less work for them to do, that'd probably be the optimal thing to do. Or if you want to do them straight, a little bit faster, a little bit more shoulder oriented. Okay. And of course, deadlifts are just like the touch and go deadlifts that we did. So the weight wise for the deadlifts, we got 225 for the guys. We have 155 for the ladies. Scale the weight as needed. And if we need to do it to a point where maybe we're just uncomfortable going upside down, remember we do the pike push-ups, we can even do it from the box, or we can do a seated dumbbell press, just sitting down, making sure we are putting the head through the window, making sure you're upright, okay? So it's a good workout, guys. Come in, it's a good benchmark workout for you guys to do, and then later on try it again and see